Alright, so today I want to go over. I just got a battery warning, so there's nothing but problems with this car. Not really, but battery hasn't been done ever. And we're at 65,000 miles, so that might be needed. Alright, so make a little spreadsheet, and you want to kind of put down all your maintenance. You want to put the date, and you also want to put the miles. So first thing I have on my maintenance sheet, I started this maintenance sheet a little late. The first maintenance item was getting Supercharger oil change after 2,500 miles. So basically, after you get the supercharger done, the ESS 625 kit. This car is so loud. It's kind of annoying when it cold starts. So after 2,500 miles, they want you to switch out the oil for the supercharger, not for the engine, just the supercharger. So we did that. The next thing was unexpected. It was bank one, and it was actually bank one, I believe, throttle actuator. It was I would start the car up, and I was getting Christmas lights on the dash. Just almost every light was coming up. I was getting a bunch of malfunctions on the iDrive. So pulled the code using Carly, which I recommend. I have it right here. I always carry it with me, just so you can always, in case you throw a check engine while you're driving, I can instantly look it up, and with a quick Google search, I already know what the issue is usually. And it actually came in handy last week, which I'll get into that. So, I did the supercharger oil change after 2,500 miles, and I also re-oiled the filter. K&N says don't oil the filter for like 25,000 miles, but I don't trust them. They said the dirtier it is, the better. Yeah, I don't believe that. Fuck off with the cops. So annoying. Alright. Great school zone. Alright, so one of the banks was bad, so everyone said do both banks while you're down there, because you're pulling everything off. So you want to, if you're pulling the supercharger manifold, you're pulling all this stuff off to do the other bank. It's right there, and they say usually once one fails, the other actuator is going to fail, which that's a famous issue on these cars. I see it around 50 on the forums when I was doing the research, and seeing everyone else's data point. You're looking at around 50 to 60,000 miles. One of them went bad, and then people replaced the gears. I bought the gears and I sold them. I said I'm not going to do this because the electronics actually failed. So did that. Replaced both of them. Boom, put the car back together. Done. Fixed. No air codes. We're good again. BBK installed and bled the brakes. That was another one I did. I was just putting a data point in there so I know the date and the mileage of the install. That way I know how old the fluid is and all that. Okay, so I guess we have supercharger oil again at 63. So I started at 58,000 miles. We're at 63,000 miles, and we're doing supercharger and filter re-oiled. So changed the oil on the supercharger, which I did that a little early, and then we re-oiled the filter. Alright, and then so after the oil change, then we did oil change at the dealer, and the airbag recall finally came in, and they swapped the airbag out. The one that If not, order it. Usually takes about 2 weeks. I was lucky I called. They said they had it in stock, so I did that. And this car has the maintenance plan on it. I didn't purchase that. I never would. I'm based on the amount of money the guy spent, our original owner. The money didn't come back, or it didn't pay for itself. It would have been cheaper just to pay for everything as the stuff came up, as every oil change came up. And then the last one, so got that done, and then right after, literally a week later after getting the airbag done, immediately.
Okay, log out the signal.
So annoying. I'm gonna have to shut this radar off next time. So, here at the gas station, gotta gas up. So, let me go ahead and gas up and I'll get back to you guys. Alright. Back, just gassed up. Looks like I need to trickle charge my battery. I keep throwing a battery. Throwing a little battery right here saying something's going on. We're low voltage, whatever it is. So, the last thing that I replaced was the O2 sensors. And those were pre-catalytic converter. Did it myself, pretty easy. What's crazy is I actually replaced these about, I didn't replace them at a shop, replaced them, which was a huge mistake because I got ripped off. Paid out the ass because I thought I didn't know what it was. I didn't have any code readers. It was right when I got the car, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to deal with this shit. So learned a $700 mistake. That's how much they wanted for a diagnostic and repair, which is a bunch of bullshit. Because I fixed it for like 140 bucks to replace both of them. So those ones went out, those two, and that was the second time. It looks like when you're supercharged, the first time they went out I wasn't supercharged. That was probably the first time they were replaced, and then they went out they just went out like last week. So replace both of them. If you're supercharged and you're throwing misfires, immediately check that shit, because ESS specifically says the engine, you're not getting the right air fuel mixture, and you're actually there's a chance that you can actually really screw up the car. So that's it. We're up to the next thing we need to do, actually, which I'm going to do once I come back from California and the rod bearings are done, is I'm going to 100% change the transmission fluid and change the differential fluid. We're going to throw a red line in there. It says, the user manual says it's one time only. It's a lifetime fluid for both, but we're not going to listen to that. We're going to do it. We're going to switch it out and do it right. I don't think the fluid's lifetime. So that's pretty much it. That's all the stuff we need to do. And like I said, the next maintenance is the rod bearings, which is going to happen in around 4 days. Super pumped about getting that done. Not driving around with a time bomb. So until then, that's pretty much it. I got a couple other videos I wanted to do. Let's see my notes. By the way, new camera setup. I was shooting with the GoPro, and I finally just mounted my DSLR. So it should be better quality. Alright, so notes aren't coming up for whatever reason. Alright, anyway, what I was going to go over was wrapping your car. This car's fully wrapped on the outside. I wanted to show that that's not a perfect solution. After a while, the wrap goes to shit, basically. I'm going to swap out all of my wheels. I'm running on T37s all around. I have the OEM wheels, which are the competition package in black. gonna swap those out for the trip to California because I'm on R888s, the tires, and the tread wear is garbage. If I do a 1,000-mile trip, which I'm gonna do, going all around California, driving all around, I'm just, those tires are going really quick. There's a GTR right there. Nice. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna raise the back. I'm too low on these 295 tires. We're way too low. So that's pretty much it. I've been talking way too much.